Honest Abe, Calamity Jane, Billy the Kid, Lazy Mary, the unthinkable Molly Brown. Nicknames of some people who are real, some were fictional characters. So we heard about an apostle in the gospel this evening. His name was Thomas. But what's the nickname we've given Thomas? Doubting Thomas. Poor Thomas. For 1 week in his life, he doubted, and he's had that name now for 2,000 years. What's wrong with us, huh? I think I would have doubted. Thomas wasn't on the hill at Calvary, but he certainly heard what happened there that Friday. The women were there, John the Apostle was there. He heard that Jesus' body was taken down from the cross, that he had died, that some cruel soldier put a sword in his side, and out gushed blood and water. They wrapped him like a mummy in a shroud, put him in a tomb. He'd been there 3 days. This body of Jesus was a corpse. And now his best friends are saying he's alive, saying, sure, what have you been smoking? I think we all would have doubted. We've all had deaths in our family. And all of a sudden we saw one of our relatives walking, and we'd go, what's going on here? I must be dreaming, hallucination. So I can't blame Thomas. Do you know any other things that Thomas did? Let me talk about a few other things that are in the Bible, in John's Gospel. When Jesus told his apostles, I'm going to go to Bethany because my friend Lazarus has died, Thomas said, wait a minute, Jesus. Bethany's 2 miles away from Jerusalem. They hate you in Jerusalem. In fact, there's plots out there to kill you. But Jesus, if you're going to Bethlehem, going to Jerusalem, we'll go with you and we'll die with you. Thomas, that's pretty strong. We'll die with you. That's a brave man. Forget about doubting. He was also very curious. At the Last Supper, Jesus said, someday I'll come back and take you with me, and you know the way. You know where I'm going. Thomas said, wait a minute, Jesus. We don't know where you're going. How can we know the way? Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. I like Thomas because he was inquisitive. He was curious. Did not Socrates say the unexamined life is not worth living? So Thomas examined his life. He had a deep life. Some of us are old enough to remember a radio show hosted by Paul Harvey. I see a few heads nodding. Paul Harvey said, and what's the rest of the story? Well, here's the rest of the story about our friend Thomas. We are told that he went to India. Jerusalem to Calcutta is over 3,000 miles. How did he travel those 3,000 miles? Not by jet. Camel, donkey, horse, elephant. It took a long time. Like the rest of the apostles, Thomas spread the gospel. He was martyred in India, and there he is buried. So let's not call him Doubting Thomas anymore. Sometimes our first impressions are wrong, and sometimes our first impressions are absolutely right. Let's talk about your very first impression of Jesus Christ. Try to think back when you were a child, a little child. What's your first memory of Jesus? My guess is that one of your first memories of Jesus is Jesus in the crib. Jesus in the crib. So when we see that in our nativity scenes, our manger scenes at Christmas, we think how innocent. Just like these 2 little babies being baptized tonight. How fragile. How cute. But imagine the God who created the universe, and we've only explored probably 0.5% of the universe. God who created the universe and everything in it. This God humbled himself to become a little baby. So that's one impression we have of Jesus Christ, humility. Humility is a great virtue. Humility isn't downplaying yourself, I'm no good, nobody likes me. Humility is saying, I come last, you come first. That's why I want these parents to teach these babies, to reach out to others, to be kind, to be loving, to be caring, to teach them all about giving to others, as Jesus told us in the commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. And the other image that some of us might have, the very first image of Jesus Christ, would be Jesus on the cross. Jesus on the cross. When we see Jesus on the cross, we have to think, what great love. What great love that Jesus would die for us. Innocent, capital punishment taken to the extreme and the wrong person, died. We deserve to be punished. Remember the thief on the right side, we nicknamed him the good thief. He said, we deserve this. We committed the capital crime. This man is innocent. That's how much Jesus loved us. So the teaching behind this is the value of sacrifice in our lives. Sacrifice, again, for the good of others. Sacrificing sometimes your own agenda, your own needs, for the good of the marriage, for the good of the family, for the good of your workplace, good of your school, whatever. So we have that false impression, I think, of Thomas the Apostle, the great missionary to India. But we have a beautiful impression of Jesus, the humble Jesus in the crib, or the loving Jesus on the cross. Two virtues to think about tonight, humility and love. And again, to the parents and godparents, you got work to do too. You're supposed to teach these two children all about humility, serving others, and all about love. God bless you.